faster. But let's check out some properties that we purchased with our community members over just the last 6 months. So this is a property in Bridal Trails. Let me go back here. Anthony actually found this property in Bridal Trails. It's one of the nicest areas in Bellevue, a really beautiful area. And he found this home that the homeowners were interested in selling. They didn't want to put it on the market, and they were interested in moving rather quickly. And the property actually was valued around $1 million. When he found it, the sellers were interested in selling it to him for around $850,000, so we got it at a really great discount. But it needed some work. It needed full updates. The house was pretty beat up, needed a lot of work, and it's still under construction, so I don't actually have any finished pictures to show you, but I just want to show you something that's under construction right now. And how we structured this deal is we needed $290,000 to make this deal work. So that's a big chunk of money. So what we did is we utilized the community members here in our local community, and we met at the house, and we have individuals named Paul in the back, Anthony, Kip, and myself, and my business partner Rob, and we were able to pull up $290,000 between our group, and that was the cash investment needed in order for us to leverage that into hard money loans in order to buy the house and get the construction capital that was needed to do this project. The rehab budget's for $120,000, and we're about 5 months into the project, and we're almost finished. So it's going to go back on the market at around $1.3 million. There's going to be sales costs around $63,000, and the estimated profit's $185,000. Yes, sir.
How did you estimate the ARV?
How do we estimate the ARV? We pulled up comparables in the area that were comparable to what this house is going to look like once it's finished. So this house, what we did is we redesigned the floor plan. We added a mother-in-law in the basement, so it has 2 kitchens, has 2 master suites, has 2 separate entrances, and has 2 separate laundry. So the buyer of the property can rent it out if they want, or they can obviously move in a pretty large family. But it's going to have a pretty beautiful layout, and with the 2 suites, it's going to be pretty awesome. So when we were looking at comparables, we wanted to make sure that the bedrooms, number of bedrooms, the quality of the finishes, and will be matching, and that's what we're able to find in Bridal Trails for $1.3 million. And I just looked it up today just to confirm, because I want to make sure that we were going to get that much money. But $185,000, who would like that? And who here realized that maybe out of some of your lines of credit, you might be able to tap into putting the cash investment needed for $290,000, or at least become a partner on a deal with some other local community members who can put a deal together like this and share in the profits. So I personally don't actually have any construction background, so I'm not the one doing all the hammer or the project management. That's what my business partner Rob does. But I can help assist with finding the deals, structuring the deals, putting the money together, and then also doing the resale marketing at the end. So all of us have specific roles that we take part when we put these deals together. So one example, so why I highlighted that 290 is because that's what we need to put the deal together, and that's what you can use from your lines of credit to invest and profit with that $185,000. Pretty cool, right? So here's another Seattle remodel. This property just went on the market, it just went pending. It's underneath all these trees here. Sorry, you can't really see it, but it's behind all these trees and bushes. This house was pretty run down. We brought in an architect, we completely redesigned the floor plan, and it turned out really beautiful. It was on the market for about 6 days. We had it under contract for $380,000. We put $110,000 into it. Also, community members were involved in this. We had one of our community members named Matt. He invested with his retirement plan, IRA. And then we had Kip in the back as well, involved with this project. And so we needed $145,000 in order to leverage that through hard money to flip this project. It was brought to us by a wholesaler. So for those of you who are interested in making money just by wholesaling deals and finding properties for us, that's a really great strategy, and that's the individual who found this property for us. We wholesaled it. He wholesaled it to us, and he's also going to list it back for us. So, yes, sir.
What was the turnaround time?
The turnaround time on this was 6.5 months. So it'll actually end up being 7 months when we're closed, because it's pending closing right now. So $65,000 profit on this one, utilizing community members' money. So pretty cool deal. And the big question is, what do we do with that money? We have $65,000, we have $185,000. what do we do with all this cash? We can reinvest it into local properties here, or we can take that money and partner up and buy rental properties outside of Washington. So again, Anthony's going to show you how to do that in just a minute. So how did we learn how to do this? Because all of these are different steps along the way. Learning how to get lines of credit it's a complex strategy. Who here was a math whiz going through college? I took calculus 3 times, so this day has been kind of grueling for me because I'm not a numbers guy. But the fascination behind it is what it can do to change your life, right? This is so much more interesting than any calculus class I've ever taken because I can see how it applies in my real life. But the Renatus Education has, what do we got here? Is that normal?
You got it.
Okay. So just as a student from the Renatus Education, we've been able to apply this in so many different ways, being able to wholesale real estate, fix and flip real estate, and buy rental properties. And now, in utilizing this strategy, build much larger lines of credit and chunk our deals down. And now we're starting to apply it to rental properties. And so the way that we're able to tap into this education is every single week we have online classes, and we're able to watch them at home. And this philosophy banking class, if some of it went over your head, luckily we have it online and you can watch it literally over and over and over again as many times as you want online because it's here. Bob Snyder, Randall, and the team teach it online. So if you guys want to repeat it, it's available for you. Now, one of the other cool things that our local community is doing is we're doing property tours. So for those of you who are interested in fixing and flipping real estate, every first and third Saturday we take our teams, so all of you are invited to come out and check out our tours. So next Saturday will be just a few blocks away from here at one of Mark and Robin's properties at 9502 First Avenue. So if you guys are interested in seeing a property under construction and learning how it is that we find these properties, how we fund these properties, and what it is that we're doing locally to what materials we're using, how we're installing them, how to manage construction. This is the type of opportunity and event where you can do that. So this is where the next location is going to be, next Saturday.